Today, we continue to talk the book from Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. And today's topic is going to be the core of the entire book. So if you have only one takeaway from the book, please let it be this one. In this book, Chris called bullshit on compromises. It's actually interesting because from our common opinion, compromise is such a big part of our life. It's very important in relationship, politics, etc., etc. So why Chris has such a strong opinion against that? And after all, how would a conversation negotiation work without a compromise? Let's dive into it. So one night, my girlfriend and I are going to a party to celebrate her friend's promotion. And I wanted to wear brown shoes, and she wanted me to wear black shoes because they match her dress. So we have a conflict and we need to talk about it because we love each other and we want to make each other happy. So we do what? We compromise. So what I did, I wear one brown shoe and one black shoe. Okay, that was a wonderful evening. See, compromise is the key of every single relationship. Aren't we the cutest couple ever? Joke aside, I think you see my point. We compromised. But how is the outcome? Is that the best outcome of our compromise? Of course not. It's the opposite. Either brown shoes or black shoes will be better than one brown shoe and one black shoe. But how did that happen? After the story, now you kind of see my point, right? Next time, if you want to compromise, please remind yourself those mismatched shoes. But now back to the point. Why? Why are we so infatuated with the notion of a compromise if it often leads to the poor results? The real problem with compromise is that it has come to be known as this great concept in our relationship, politics, and everything else in our daily life. The compromise that we are told are very simple. They are simply sacred moral good. And we compromise not because it's right. We compromise because it's easy, because it saves face. Many of us in a negotiation, we are driven by fear or the desire to avoid pain. So we compromise in order to say, fine, at least I get half of the pie. At least we moved on. But distill to the essence. We compromise because it is safe. So I realize when we compromise that we make everybody unhappy, it's usually because we only focus on what's already on the table when we compromise. What do I mean by that? Back to the mismatched shoe example. So me and my girlfriend was only talking about and compromise around shoes, what shoes we can wear. But if we take one step back, was that the only thing in our life we can talk about, we can compromise about? Of course not. So what if we look around and look into the future and bring more stuff into the table? What do I mean by that? Now, let's see, what if I said in this way? I say, honey, I know you always wanted to go to Acadia National Park. So how about this? Let me wear the brown shoes tonight, and I swear I will reschedule all my work for this weekend where I'm going to go to Acadia National Park. What did I do? I forget about black shoes, brown shoes. I bring more things to the table. I bring more stakes to the table. In this case, the trip that my girlfriend's always wanted. So as an outcome, I got to wear the shoes I wanted to wear, and my girlfriend got the trip that she wanted for both of us. Of course, I used the trip as an example here, but you should see my point. There's many other things in our life we can bring to the table. For example, the dirty dishes on the sink, who is going to wash that? The room, who is going to clean the room? Or the restaurant we always wanted to go, or the present that we want for our birthday. Right? They can all be brought to the table as the stake when we compromise. So next time when you find it's difficult to compromise on the things you already see in the compromise in the conversation, look around, look into the future, bring more stakes to the table, and then you will find a new way out. A quick summary. Today we talk about compromise. And Chris called bullshit on compromise because he believed that compromise make all parties unhappy. And we should try to avoid that. And the reason why we compromise is that we are driven by the fear and desire to avoid the pain in most of the conversation and the negotiation. So we compromise because it's easy, it's safe, and it saves face. Not really because it's the right thing to do. But in my opinion, it's really difficult to move forward, move on with our life without compromising at all. So how can we do it right? I suggest you to look around, look into the future. See what other things we can bring to the table to negotiate. Alright? Now I have a question for you. Say you have two kids, Harry and Sally. One day you came home and you realize they are fighting for the only apple you have at home. With what we talked about today, how would you resolve that situation? How would you negotiate to resolve that conflict? Please comment down below, let me know your answer. I will post my answer after I receive 10 answers from you. Alright, that's it. Please click the like button if you enjoy the content and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.